big clay, well I guess a platter in this instance. Clay centre. Big bits of clay, it's often good to go straight to the very top and put a point on there. And then roll the pressure from the top down to the bottom, squeeze, and then back up to the top. If you always have a point at the top, you'll avoid the volcano, and also if you're diligent with your mountaineers, so that thumb's always trying to get to the top, you'll avoid that volcano as well. Hollow in the top to get started. Now you need to hold the sponge over those 3 fingers, clamp onto it with your thumb and little finger. Gives you that sponge pad to put lots of pressure on one spot for. That goes in the middle. Now your right hand comes in at right angles on top of all that, and you drop your right wrist down low. Now you get your left thumb out and it goes directly on the outside there, you can see. Now I push down, push in towards the centre with my right hand and down with my left hand, and I just concentrate on the tip of my left finger coming back towards me. And that's your plate. Use the sponge behind all those fingertips now to go from the centre to the outside, back to the centre, until you've got all that clay distributed evenly across the bottom, or slightly dished. At this stage you can use a rib. Just smooth it over, hold it down nice and flat, work from the centre back to the outside. Okay, now out here we go back to the first thing we learnt with that small bulb. Instead of having a duck bill in our left hand, we make a little cocky beak. Our thumb still gets in under there. Now the web of the finger, we need to sneak the web of that finger in. I'm going to get under there with the thumb and lift the clay up until a little bit of pressure arrives on those cocky beaks. They offer a bit of resistance on the inside. That takes us up to there. And we carefully lay it out. Now we'll stop there in a reasonably upright position so that I use my ribs. Every time you touch it, it spreads. I'll use my ribs to finish. Very easy to overstretch the rims of plates. I haven't on this occasion, but if I did, then I guess it's worth showing you what happens. If you work the rim too much and it falls down, starts to fall down on you like that, even if it just completely collapses. What you do, you wet the whole thing. Make a little letterbox out of your left hand, slip your thumb under there, your fingers on top. Now using the sponge in front of your fingertips, start to apply pressure directly on the rim. Now that'll compress the clay back in. And then you go up again, and then have another go at laying it out. You can do that about 3 or 4 times before the clay gets too soft and gives up on you. I'll often just use the very tip, put a line there which will punctuate that change in direction. And that's it for the plate. Thank you, Teresa.